Wealth and success begin with who you become, not what you chase. If you truly want wealth and success, you must shift your focus from chasing outcomes to transforming yourself from within. Most people spend their lives running after money, opportunities, recognition, and comfort. They imagine the lifestyle of success, but they forget the foundation that supports it. Wealth is not created by pursuit alone. It is created by becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts it. When you grow into someone disciplined, wise, valuable, skilled, and consistent, wealth and opportunity begin to move towards you almost effortlessly. Imagine someone who wants to build a tall skyscraper. Before anything rises above the ground, they dig deep into the earth to lay a strong foundation. If they build too fast without strengthening the base, the building collapses. Life works the same way. You cannot build a future of wealth on a weak character or inconsistent habits. You cannot demand big rewards from life without first becoming big on the inside. Success begins with identity. When you see yourself as disciplined, you act disciplined. When you see yourself as valuable, you behave in ways that add value. When you see yourself as a creator instead of a victim, you make powerful choices instead of emotional reactions. That internal shift becomes the root of every external breakthrough. Too many people try to skip this step. They want the lifestyle without the transformation. They want the results without the change. But life doesn't work that way. You don't get what you want. You get what you are prepared for. You get what you are aligned with. You get what you have become capable of holding. So the first step toward wealth and success is self-investment. Invest in your mindset. Invest in your emotional stability. Invest in your discipline, your skills, your knowledge, your communication, your relationships, and your goals. When you grow, everything around you grows. When you level up, your income, opportunities, and influence level up. Success becomes the natural response to your personal development. When you begin to see yourself not as someone trying to be successful, but as someone becoming successful through consistent inner growth, your entire world shifts. You stop chasing and you start attracting. You stop wishing and you start evolving. You stop hoping and you start preparing. And that preparation positions you for the life you dream of. Discipline is the invisible bridge between dreams and reality. Discipline is the force that separates those who have dreams from those who achieve them. It is the invisible bridge that carries you from where you are today to the future you want to build. Many people have dreams, beautiful dreams, inspiring dreams, but without discipline, those dreams remain trapped in the imagination. Discipline is not about punishment or restriction. It is about power. It is about taking control of your time, your choices, your habits, and your priorities. When you decide that your future means more than your temporary feelings, that is the moment discipline begins to shape your destiny. Think about how life works. Your feelings change daily, sometimes hourly. Some days you feel motivated, some days you don't. Some days you want to work, some days you don't. If your future depends on your fluctuating emotions, you will never build anything great. The wealthy and successful are not the ones who always feel inspired. They are the ones who act even when inspiration is silent. Discipline is the quiet builder of confidence. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you strengthen your inner foundation. Every time you show up when you don't feel like it, you build a level of respect for yourself that no one can take away. That self-respect fuels more discipline, and that discipline creates progress. Discipline also gives structure to your dreams. It turns your goals into plans. It turns your plans into actions. It turns your actions into results. Without discipline, even the greatest dream remains nothing more than a wish. With discipline, even the smallest effort becomes a seed for something extraordinary. When you learn to control your morning, you control your direction. When you learn to control your distractions, you control your focus. When you learn to control your habits, you control your destiny. Discipline is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent. And consistency, even in small steps, creates transformations that others call luck. Your habits shape your future more than your intentions. Intentions are powerful, but habits are stronger. Everyone intends to be successful. Everyone intends to make more money, become healthier, build a better life, and grow into their best self. But life does not respond to intentions. It responds to patterns. It responds to rituals. It responds to the habits you repeat day after day, whether you are aware of them or not. Your habits are the builders of your future, brick by brick, moment by moment. You can dream about success, you can visualize wealth, you can pray for change, hope for change, and promise yourself change. But your habits are the real truth of who you are becoming. They are the silent architects designing your tomorrow. And the powerful reality is this: your habits are always working, either for you or against you. Think about your daily life. The way you wake up, the way you start your morning, the way you spend your free time, the way you handle stress, the way you use your phone, the way you speak to yourself, the way you speak to others, all of these tiny behaviors may feel insignificant in the moment, but together they form the direction of your life. A person with wealthy habits will eventually live a wealthy life. A person with broke habits will eventually live a broke life. Not because of luck, but because of alignment. Your results can only grow from the seeds you consistently plant. Success habits are often quiet and simple. Reading daily, planning your day, exercising your body, building your skills, managing your money, avoiding drama, protecting your focus, keeping your promises. Most of these habits aren't glamorous, and that is why so many people forget their power. But the people who rise in life are not the ones who wait for motivation. They are the ones who build systems that keep them growing even when motivation disappears. Your habits are writing your story. Every day you choose whether that story is one of growth or stagnation, one of progress or excuses, one of consistency or chaos. And what makes this truth so empowering is that habits can be changed. You are not stuck with the habits you inherited. You can build new patterns, new routines, new disciplines that align with the future you truly desire. If you want to change your life, change what you repeatedly do. Transform your habits, and your habits will transform you. The results may not show immediately, but the seed is planted. And over time, those small daily actions grow into a future that reflects your effort, your discipline, and your vision. Opportunities flow toward people who prepare, not people who wait. Opportunities do not come to those who sit and wish. They come to those who prepare silently, consistently, and patiently. Life rewards the person who stays ready, not the person who merely hopes for better days. Most people want chances, breakthroughs, and blessings, but they are not preparing for them. They want a big door to open, but they are not strengthening themselves to walk through it. The world notices preparation. It notices those who sharpen their skills, improve their character, refine their craft, and build themselves even when no one is watching. Opportunities are attracted to excellence, not excuses. They move toward the prepared like metal moves toward a magnet. Preparation is the difference maker. When you prepare, you position yourself to say yes when the moment arrives. Many people miss their chance not because they were incapable, but because they were unprepared. When the opportunity came, they didn't have the discipline, the knowledge, the skill, or the confidence to grab it, and once it passed, they called it bad luck. But it wasn't luck, it was lack of readiness. Preparation builds doors where others see walls. It turns small chances into great opportunities. It transforms ordinary moments into life-changing breakthroughs. When you study, practice, improve, and work on yourself consistently, you are quietly building a version of yourself that can handle the blessings you are asking for. Think of a seed underground. No one sees its work, no one praises its progress, but it is preparing. And when the moment is right, it breaks through the soil with strength. That is what preparation does for you. It makes you strong in silence so you can shine in your season. Preparation also gives you confidence. When you know you've been doing the work, there is no fear in stepping forward. There is no anxiety when the spotlight hits you. Confidence is not a gift, it is a result. It is earned through private effort long before public reward. People often say, "I'm waiting for the right time." But the truth is, the right time rarely appears to those who wait passively. It appears to those who prepare daily. It appears to those who keep sharpening themselves even when there is no promise of success. Because preparation creates its own opportunities. It makes life say, "This person is ready." And when you stay ready, you never have to get ready. You become the kind of person who attracts good fortune instead of chasing it. You become someone opportunity seeks, not someone who waits for it. Long-term success requires faith, patience, and consistent action. Long-term success isn't built in a rush, and it isn't built overnight. It's built quietly, steadily, and faithfully over time. Many people want to become wealthy and successful, but the moment the journey gets slow, they start to question themselves. They begin to doubt their progress, doubt their future, and doubt whether their efforts are even worth it. But the truth is simple. Anything truly valuable takes time to grow. Faith, patience, and consistent action are the three pillars that support every great achievement. Faith is what keeps you moving when your eyes can't see results yet. Faith is trusting that the seed you planted is growing underground, even when the soil looks dry. Faith is knowing that every disciplined choice, every small habit, every early morning, every quiet effort is building something bigger than what you can currently see. Without faith, you stop too early. Without faith, you let fear make decisions for you. Without faith, you quit right before life was about to reward you. Patience is what protects your faith. Patience is understanding that growth has a timeline. It allows you to stay calm while your dreams are taking shape. Patience reminds you that just because your success isn't visible yet doesn't mean it isn't real. People often ruin their progress by expecting instant results. They want the reward without the wait. They want the harvest without the season. But success is like a tree. You cannot rush the roots. You must allow time for strength to build beneath the surface. And then there is consistent action, the engine that drives everything forward. Consistency is what turns faith into momentum. It is what transforms patience into power. Anyone can work hard for a day. Anyone can feel motivated for a moment, but only the successful stay consistent long after motivation has faded. Consistency is doing the work even when the excitement is gone. It is choosing progress over comfort. It is showing up again and again because you believe in the future you are building. Together, faith, patience, and consistent action form an unstoppable combination. Faith gives you vision, patience gives you stability, consistency gives you results. When you hold all three, nothing in the world can stop you. Challenges may slow you down, delays may frustrate you, and people may misunderstand you, but you keep moving because you know the process is shaping you into someone worthy of the success you desire. Success doesn't arrive suddenly. It arrives gradually and then all at once. One day, after months or years of effort, things begin to connect. Opportunities appear, people notice your improvement, your work starts to pay off, doors begin to open. What once felt impossible now feels natural, and in that moment you realize something powerful. The process did more for you than the reward ever could. The journey shaped your character. It strengthened your discipline. It built your resilience. It made you capable of holding the success you were praying for. So if you truly want to be wealthy and successful, don't rush the journey. Build yourself daily. Strengthen your habits. Prepare quietly. And walk with faith, patience, and consistent action. Because the life you dream of is not waiting for luck. It is waiting for your growth. Every day you show up, you're getting closer. Every disciplined choice is taking you forward. Every small win is preparing you for the bigger blessing ahead. Your future is not determined by chance. It is determined by who you decide to become. And when you commit to this path with all your heart, life will not deny you. Wealth, success, opportunity, they will all rise to meet you. Keep moving, keep believing, and keep becoming. Your time is coming. Your moment is on its way. Just stay faithful to the process, and the reward will be greater than you ever imagined.